Hey everyone! If you click on this video, you are probably about to go to NYU. Okay, I'm just gonna get started because I literally wrote down everything like so in depth because I love you and I care about you and I care about your mental health. You're gonna have some NTB. Actually, maybe you're not. Go into it with an open mind. 10 things. Are there 10? How many things are there? Okay, 13 things. I'll list it by chapter, so if you don't want to hear me blab and I won't be offended. I won't know. You know what I mean? A lot of these things kind of apply to just moving to New York City in general, especially if you're an NYU student or going to school in New York City. First thing I wish I knew. Community is key. I know this is said this is so cliche. Join a club, find a group, make new friends, blah, blah, blah. NYU we don't have a campus. Washington Square Park is your campus. That is not really a college campus. I would go to Club Fest, sign up for clubs that you never even thought you never would join. There's Cheese Club. There's literally Cheese Club. It's a club where you eat cheese. I joined Chef Club. I became an e-board member. I met so many great people being on the e-board. And in high school, I didn't do shit. I was just a jock. All I did was swim and maybe do my homework. You know what I mean? Term. I'm gonna throw a term at you right now. Anchoring points. Have anchoring points. Do not skip this. This is really helpful, honestly, if you're just moving to a new city. Anchoring points are going to be those places that you can see yourself being a regular at. It's going to be really nice because there's going to be moments where you feel lonely or you don't have friends or who do I go to? Go to your anchoring points. I have a regular coffee shop, the barista and I, he knows I'm going to get a medium iced latte with almond milk. And it's just nice seeing a familiar face. Anchoring points are so underrated. In those moments you get low and you're going to be glad that you made your anchoring points. It's just honestly nice to see a familiar face, feel comforted, feel at home or something. Number 2, find your quiet sanctuaries in the city. For preface, I know the word is preface, but I say preface. Preface just doesn't it just doesn't really. I come from a suburban quiet town in Illinois. I'm not from Chicago. I would never claim that I'm from Chicago. New York can get very chaotic. The saying that's New York is always fast paced, it's not a lie. Find your quiet sanctuaries in the city. I'll give you some of my favorite ones. I'm gonna give you a list, okay? You don't have to do the work because I know you're not going to do the work, so I'll do the work for you. I'll give you a list. I wish someone had told me about these places, but no one did. I had to find it myself, and I did that. Okay, the Tin Building on the pier on the east side. There's restaurants there. My favorite about the Tin Building is that there's a bathroom. Another tip, there are these things in New York called privately owned public space. A lot of New York all buildings have an indoor public space that's open to anyone, usually with a bathroom. Even my friends that have been there for a few years now don't really know about this. There's a whole list of privately owned public space. I'll link it in the description. Bathrooms, seating, Wi-Fi, and it's air conditioned, which is really nice in the summer. And sometimes I'll just do work there or just go out there to hang out and chill. 55 Water Street, Elevated Acre. It's outdoors. It's not really a privately owned public space, but it's just a really nice public space. It's called Brookfield Place. There's seating. There's so many restaurants. There's a whole food court. Views are stunning. I love doing work there. 2 coffee shops, so I'll get a coffee, sit, do my work. There's also a bathroom. 3, it's the Ford Foundation. It's just really, really beautiful. Number 3, get to know the characteristics of each neighborhood in New York City. Okay, now I feel this is something that just is gonna come with time and experience. After living there for a year or 2, I kind of had a grasp of the different areas, especially in Manhattan, because I just stayed in Manhattan. So go out of Manhattan. Don't be like me. I spent all my time in Manhattan and I would complain about how I'm overwhelmed all the time. And it's because I always just spend time in Manhattan. Go to Brooklyn, go to Queens. Through time, I've learned little things. For example, I avoid Soho on the weekend at all costs. If my friend wants to go shopping on Saturday in Soho, I love you, but not that much. I personally have mixed feelings about the Union Square subway station. It's very chaotic. So many people. I don't know what to do. I'm literally frozen. I avoid that station. I'll take the local. I don't need to transfer. 4, kind of along the lines. New York City is 5 boroughs. New York City is more than just Manhattan. Explore and go to these boroughs. Being a student on the NYU campus, I spent so much time in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. I don't really know about Staten Island. Apparently there's 5. I'm a little biased. The NYC Ferry is so underrated. There are going to be days, hopefully less than 10, hopefully not too many, where all you want to do is cry and you just want to go see your mom. Best place to do it, NYC Ferry. I love the New York City Ferry. I'll attach a map and the stops. I feel like not enough people know about the ferry. One-way ticket is like $4.75. Also, if you hate the subway, honestly, like, good luck. But like, you can do it because I do it. My modes of transportation are the bus, city bikes, and the ferry. It's beautiful, like, even if you're not commuting. Okay, number six. Take care of your mental and physical health. Use the facilities. There's a pool, there's like squash. A tip, I used the ClassPass monthly trial thing. And it was actually really nice because New York City has so many different fitness classes. This is not sponsored. Obviously, like, I wish. Guys, I have like 500 subscribers, okay? You can try so many different studios and so many different types of exercises. I tried boxing. I had a boxing phase. Pilates, hot yoga. Oh my God. I recommend hot yoga. Probably better than any therapy session I've ever been to in my life. Okay, anxiety. Look, I'm sure like New Yorkers consume the most amount of coffee, okay? I upped my caffeine intake so much in college, but I kind of blame that on college. There were times where I just needed that Red Bull. Just learn to manage your anxiety, and this is gonna come with like time and experience and trial and error and blah, blah, blah. My personal favorite, I do a lot. I get very anxious when it's very like chaotic and overstimulating. It happens quite a lot in Manhattan. I listen to 10-minute meditations on Spotify, like literally on my commute. I also got a therapist. That really helped. NYU Student Health Center. They have counseling sessions. Hear me out. They have 10 free counseling sessions. Like, my friends loved it. I loved it. Eventually asked them to help me switch to a long-term therapist. Basically what they'll do is like, I'll give them what insurance I use. Give me a list. I love therapy. Like, 7. Going along with community in New York City, there is a group for literally anything. It just may require some searching and digging. I used to be a swimmer, and honestly, like, not having that team kind of was really hard for me in the beginning of college. You can either find a group through the NYU like student clubs, intramurals, basketball. Why did I say basketball? They don't have club swimming. I literally, if there's an official sport for that at NYU, they didn't have a club team, and I was like, what the I found a swim team on the outside. It cost like low-key hella money, but it was worth it for me. Number 8, know where your money is going. I saw this thing on TikTok. It's like every second I breathe in New York City, I just like spend $20. Like every time I step outside, I'm like, it's kind of true. Ubers, they can really add up. Like eating out really adds up. Honestly, like I spend so much money on eating out. Like I learned to meal prep, and that actually, I saved so much money. I was kind of shocked by how much money I saved. I was like, wait, I could take myself out on a vacation. Like, genuinely, like, that's how much money I saved. This is honestly like something I'm still learning as an adult, is just like budgeting. I really recommend a book. It's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich. And listen, this is a great book. It kind of just teaches you how to use money as your tool, and it's really easy to understand for people like me who I just want to learn how to save my money a little bit, use it wisely, you know what I mean? Number 9, NYU courses. I'm just going to talk very quickly about the College Core curriculum because most of you are going to have to do it. The College Core is notoriously, I feel like, very hated on, but it doesn't have to be dreadful. It really doesn't have to be dreadful. This, I feel like a lot of people don't know. I was in Steinhardt, just for reference. If your school allows it, there are alternatives to College Core curriculum that you can take. I can still count for your College Core curriculum, and usually they're easier, more interesting, and just better. I took stats for public policy for my math requirement when like my other choice was like calculus or like algebra. I cannot do calculus anymore. Okay? I can't do calculus. I literally can't do calculus. I can't math. Text and ideas everyone hates, but I love my text and ideas. Hear me out. I took my text and ideas like way later. Like they were all closed. That's like a whole nother issue. It's an institutional issue. Like this is like a thing for all colleges. Like students can't take classes because they're closed. That I can't really do anything about. My text and ideas was like one of my favorite classes, dead ass, that I've ever taken at NYU. It was called Justice and Injustice. It was like a law class. It was amazing. I loved it. My cultures and context core curriculum, anthropology, was genuinely one of my other favorite classes I've ever taken. Another thing about college courses, this is my philosophy. Every semester, I think you can take up to 18 credits. Each class is usually 4 credits. So a lot of students end up taking 16 credits. A lot of my peers took 18 credits because they either had a why did I say peers? I sound like an email. Minor, or they were double majoring. I just had 2 extra credits I could take. I was like, I've always wanted to do acting. Now, this is really random, but this is just an example. If you're taking 16 credits and you have 2 extra credits, I say go for it. I took a 2-credit acting class in the Open Arts. OART, look that up. They have so many fun classes there. My motto is like, I might regret not trying and not taking it, but I'm not gonna regret doing it. Try new things. Okay, 10. Nobody is thinking about you. You're gonna have the spotlight effect on you. You're gonna have the spotlight effect. No one is thinking about you. Be you. Have confidence. This is really cheesy, okay? No, but I read this thing recently. I wrote it down because I thought it was... Let me read it to you, okay? I lived so carefully, thinking someone was watching, but the stage was empty. The audience never came. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Number 11. My personal life advice that I follow by. Always foster your curiosity. Talk to people. Ask all the questions in the world. You know that lyric in it's that song by Hosier. No, but seriously, like, talk to people. At the bus stop, usually I'm not really on my phone. The amount of time someone has just talked to me, a stranger. Wait, this is another thing. You need to get off your phone. Get off your phone. Usually an old person. I love talking to old people. They're just so like casual and like so easy to talk to. Go to the freaking library. I mean, like, go to the library to study, but like check out books. I checked out my first book as a junior. NYU Books is huge. There's so many books. NYU has affiliations with other schools that you can check out books from. You're literally connected to probably like thousands and thousands and thousands of books. So like you check out a book on the database and they'll literally send it to the NYU library for you to pick up. They also literally send books from like NYU Abu Dhabi, which I think is like kind of crazy. I was like, you guys are doing a lot, but also like the tuition is a lot. Number 12, the New York City hustle culture is real. Look, you're gonna feel imposter syndrome. You're gonna be like, am I doing enough? Should I pick up a side hustle? Like, honestly, the best thing I can say for this advice is something my manager told me that really helped me, because I was a person that was always just like, I like don't know what I'm doing with my life. Okay, secret to that, you're never gonna know what you're doing. I was the person that was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like everyone around me like knows what they're doing. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, here's what my manager told me, and genuinely like one of the best things I've heard. Your path is your path. So you can never be not on your path. And your path is going to look so much different than other people. And it can be very different from what everyone is considered the norm, the traditional. Comparison is the thief of joy, you guys. Like, if you have the ability to do this, I highly recommend. I think to be sane, especially when things get a little crazy, I think you need to leave New York City at least twice a year. Not even that far. Go back home. For me, like, to be sane, I need to leave at least 4 times a year. That's me personally. Minimum. How did I come up with this number? Me and my friend were talking. Like, I was just like all I just want is peace and quiet. And then like I go on the subway and it's like packed and it's so hot and it like smells like pee, and I was going insane. You need to leave. You need to go on an airplane. Go home. Go back to like Ohio where it's quiet, okay? And lastly, this isn't really advice, but it's kind of advice. The beauty of New York City. I considered transferring out multiple times. To preface that, like, I never really wanted to go to a city school. Me ending up in NYU, that's a whole nother story. I went through so many hardships in New York, and me saying this is not saying that you will. And NYU, I heard, has one of the highest freshman transfer rates, and I totally understand why. Like, I really get it. But I genuinely think it takes more than a year to get adjusted. I think it could take 2. I think if you stick it through, it's gonna be so worth it. New York City has made me grow and evolve so much as a person at such a speed that I just don't know where I would be. That might sound cheesy, but I'm being like so for real. And the same goes for like my other friends. Honestly, like, New York City is not for everyone. It is definitely not for everyone. If it isn't for you, that's okay. Like, it's just not for you. There are hundreds of other cities waiting for you. That's okay. With that, that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really wish you all the best and all the luck and all the love. And I love you. If you're going through it at NYU, and I love you, reach out. Like, genuinely, like, mental health is so serious, and I've been at my like lowest during college. Send me a DM. Like, genuinely, like, send me a DM. I love you. I made this video because I love you, and I wish you all truly the best. Okay, like and subscribe if you wanna. If you found this at all helpful, or you just like want to see more of me. Okay, bye. Stay girl boss or boy boss. Bye.